Call this meeting to order, the Griggs County Commission.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. John.
Here.
Dale is going to be late. He's on his way. Mark.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Troy's here. Are there any additions to the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Been moved by Sean, seconded by Mark to approve the agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Can you hear us, John?
I can.
Okay. Take a look at the meeting minutes from October 9th, starting with the meeting at 4:30. Oh, we don't have them in here.
No, they're way in the back.
Oh,
And then way in the back, and then you work your way forward.
what do you got going on here, Missy?
I don't know. I was like, I'm sure I did the agenda with, with the printed numbers, and then there it is on the
Oh, the
back
staple's
side.
on the wrong corner.
Troy.
I'm so, I'm sorry.
The
Yes.
agenda's on here twice.
For sure.
Yeah,
you go
work
to the
backwards.
Second to last page, and then to the fourth to last page. Oh, wait. Man. Oh, it's a little tricky.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You just need to take that staple out and flip it over.
I'm just reading. If it sounds funny, just look to another page. Yes. Howdy. You there, Troy?
Yep,
Okay. No one's saying anything. Why don't you guys fall asleep?
they're reading the minutes from the meeting on the 9th. I don't, do you see anything in there, John?
I don't.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes. I'm dispense with reading.
Which ones?
The 4:30 meeting, or the 2:30 meeting. No, 4:30.
30. Yeah.
Second.
Been moved by Mark and seconded by Sean to approve the meeting minutes from the regular meeting at 4:30 on October 9th. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next, we'll review the meeting minutes from the October 9th meeting at 6 p.m., which was the budget hearing.
Move to approve the budget hearing minutes as presented and dispense with the reading.
It's been moved by Sean to approve the budget hearing meeting minutes and dispense with the reading. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mark. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is the bills. There's one addition. It is to Tyler Technologies for software in the amount of $3,498.25. This is Kelly's imaging software.
Yep, I do believe so.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, what's the certified laboratories for the road?
That's Griggs.
Oh, okay.
Is that a special kind of grease or what's it in? Must be pretty special.
Wiring back stuff, yeah.
For the blades or?
Well, for like the fifth wheels and stuff.
Oh.
On the trucks.
Real heavy.
I think they may use it in the joints on the blades too, the ball and sockets.
Any questions on the bills?
We'll move to approve the vouchers as presented with the addition of Tyler Technologies for $34.98.25.
It's been moved to approve the bills as presented by Sean. Is there a second?
Well, second.
Seconded by Mark. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Mark? Sean?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries. Wayne?
Yes, sir. I think when I wasn't here, the one week we talked about the county federal aid program sheet and having to move the projects
A year back.
next year.
Yep.
So Paul brought a sheet here that shows the bid date of 2022 and all but 4 of those projects. And only question we had was about the bridge, Wicker Bridge. Move that back another year or two.
Okay.
So there would be no projects next year?
No projects for next year.
2021.
Yeah. That would help build up our the funds too from the federal funds
So it'd be
and local.
just necessary graveling.
Well, we can do the graveling stuff, yeah. Just, then you might get a better price by putting all these together into one project, you know, rather than bidding them separately. But,
Depends on how big a litter the prairie dog has.
yeah. That's another thing, there is they call it LG Summit, there's a virtual meeting on Thursday, the 29th. Some different classes going on all day, but they're gonna talk about the prairie dog in one of those sessions, so if anybody would like to log into it, I can send you an email with a link on it.
I think they saw it, wasn't that, didn't associations of counties send that?
We got an
I
invitation.
think we got the notice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I was wishing they would just send us the stuff instead of me having to sit on a webinar all day.
Yeah. I don't know, I mean, I think there's certain times assigned and I didn't,
Right.
I
print that out.
I don't think there was a breakdown yet on the notice we got.
Did you get
Of
the,
when, I mean, they didn't have, this is from 8 to 9 or that, it was just a blanket notification.
did you get the link and everything? You must have, just like yesterday or day
Yeah, I
before.
think it was.
So, looks like you could probably sign that, right?
Yeah, I guess just a little more information on that. With chip seals, the total project cost would be $158,000 if you do all of them together in 2022. With the 22 estimated allotment, you'd probably have to borrow 1 year of federal funding ahead to get the project done in 1 year. And then the local share for that would be about $185,000 total between the local match and the, I would say, $15,000 or $20,000 design costs, and then and that includes the construction engineering as well, which would be, have to go through the federal aid process, do the RFP and all that to get the federal match on that. So if you're going to do it in 2022, you probably want to look ahead for budgeting the local share. Or 23, or whenever it gets done. And then the other thing with that was in the letter that accompanied that federal aid program sheet, is that the counties didn't use all their federal aid that was available last year. The cities were able to tap into that and use the rest of it, but I'm guessing without the prairie dog funds that a lot of counties are gonna be in that same boat this year. So we wanna make sure that if it isn't gonna happen in 22, that we should probably tell the state and bump it back another year, and especially with that bridge. Rather than just sliding it 1 year, we should probably let them, it'd be good to plan ahead one more for on the state side.
Also in that letter from the DOT, it said they'd like to meet with each county virtually. I don't think everybody has to. We have to set up a date to do that.
Well, I would think since most other counties don't meet on Fridays, that if the state might have that open, if you want to make it for a regular meeting. But with what the other counties went through with that was basically just going over the federal aid program sheet and any of the hot topics, I guess. It was pretty brief.
How's the road west of Bedford doing?
Good.
Good.
Withstood the pounding of harvest?
Never phased it. Good.
Never.
There's getting to be some traffic ruts, kind of
Sure.
got dry and they kept driving on the same
Hey Dale.
trails, but remarkably pretty well.
I drove through there last week. The water's down a whole bunch.
Is it?
The water's closer to the road top on the Foster County side now than it is on our side.
Oh, right.
Did a ditch ever get approved or put in, or the drain out?
If they're doing a legal drain, that's a couple-year process that we've got to take.
Sure.
For summer, this has got some.
Yeah, you can't really sign this one.
Like the one without
Yeah, I think it's
I
fine.
think the time of the year.
I just highlighted the changes that I had made.
Yeah.
To the last DOT section. I
Yeah.
just changed the 21s to 22s. So that way they'll
When
know.
they do everything during
The only other thing, if you want to change the bridge out another year past that, you can do that
Just the
on
road to the
here too,
county ever assessed?
and just initial it.
County,
When they assess it?
no, the landowners.
Yeah.
The county doesn't own any of the roads, it's landowners who
Yeah.
own the roads, so.
Because the local share for that would be,
Yeah, we, county owns the road, but they own the property underneath us.
almost.
They have to do, the county has to.
Almost
do
right
it.
now to that.
Okay.
I think that's what.
I think that's all some of them, yeah.
And I believe you guys did sign that maintenance certification. Has to be in by the 18th, I think, of November too. It's just a sample.
They
Well-
didn't sign that at the last meeting. I didn't get
No,
this.
not the last meeting. I think you said before.
I think, yeah, they did this way before, and I think they, you talked to somebody that they didn't get it or something. Isn't that you called
could
out there,
be.
didn't you? Because I think I gave that, we had that in, a commission meeting.
Is that with John Deere or something, or what?
No, this is with DOT, maintenance certification, that
Oh.
we keep up our federal aid roads, do what we're supposed to do. So they just sent me a sample of the contract.
Do you know about which time frame we got that in?
I tried to search it in the mail, but maintenance certification should be.
Because I think we said that we did this, but then it didn't, they lost it or something out there.
Mhm. So we can just sign it again,
Yeah.
everybody's here.
Right.
Highway supervisor, right? Jamie, sir, we need your signature.
Okay. What else have you got for us, Wayne?
I think that's,
Oh, there's the final project certification.
final certification.
This basically just summarizes all the bills that went into County Road 26. Thank you.
Not in our packet.
Oh, here, there it is.
Nothing, oh yeah, it's just a signature.
Yep, so there's a letter that just summarizes the costs that went into it, and then there's a spreadsheet behind that, and then all the invoices behind that. Those in that packet there. And these are all the bills that have already been paid by the county.
Well, these are all been approved.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a certification that says you follow the rules of the project.
That's on County Road 26, gravel project.
Well, it's just the letter that needs to be signed.
Yep.
Just says Griggs County certifies a project, which is this County Road 26 graveling project, has been completed within the applicable laws and procedures as outlined within the county. You have our assurance that this project meets the criteria as outlined above. And outlined above is a list of the invoices and the costs of each one, and then the steps that the preliminary engineering was done, yes, the construction engineering, environmental process, project was bid according to county guidelines, project was constructed according to the plans and specifications. The materials used met applicable specifications. And all we're doing is certifying that we've followed our own rules, kinda.
I don't see this, Troy. Where are you getting this from?
It wasn't in the packet. Wayne just handed it to me.
Okay, let's run it by the state's attorney first before we start signing it, and let's have everybody look at it, I guess, and then we'll look at that.
Well, we've already approved, all the invoices are done, John.
I know that.
All we're saying is that we did what we said we were gonna do.
Well, I'd like to be able to see what, how we explain what we said we were gonna do, but
Yeah, sorry, I just finished it before I left the office to come down here, that's why I was a couple minutes late. But there's no particular time frame on that if you.
Okay, you wanna wait with it till next meeting? We can put it in the packet next time. Okay, anything else?
I can keep this, correct?
Yep. Yeah, please do. I can email it to you too, or you can scan it either way.
Okay, perfect.
That's it?
Yep.
Thanks, Wayne.
Thanks, guys.
The next thing is the delinquent tax property minimum bid. We have to approve that.
Correct.
Where is that commercial one?
South of 200?
Is that in Cooper here?
Yeah.
That is the loader property that's out by that building on the opposite side of Brighton's. There's that loader building. It's like the swampy area, I believe.
To the north of the
To the
building.
north, I bet.
Yep.
The loader had 2 blocks or whatever it was in there, and I bet you.
But it's the 5 acres, so I was trying to
Yeah,
look it up
That'd
too,
be
and I'm
about
not.
right, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of cattail.
And then that one in Binford, there was a old building right next to the bar that's been torn down
One on
now.
the corner?
next to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Restaurant.
The
Yeah.
one that Gilbertson's tore down this summer?
Yep.
North of the restaurant.
And I
Is that the
guess.
old grocery store?
So it's just an empty lot.
Yeah, it's just an empty lot. Yep. And there was some confusion that somebody had thought that they sold it to somebody else. That person thought that they sold it to the city. The city thought that they owned it. They don't. And so it's kind of it is what it is.
Well, anyway, nobody paid the taxes.
And no deed has been
Start
filed or
over.
anything, so.
So I'm just thinking.
So we need to approve the commercial lot in Cooperstown. There's $10,821.79 taxes owed against it, and the Binford lot, it's $1,477.66.
And that's 3 years plus 1 more year. That's what the minimum bid would be.
So we just need to approve those numbers as minimum bids.
I'll make a motion, we approve the proposed minimum bids for the sale of real estate for building.
It's been moved by Sean that we adopt the minimum bid on the tax forfeited property as presented. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mark. Is there any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries. Next thing here is a new contract from the Jamestown Stutzman County Combined Law Enforcement and Correctional Facilities. It looks like they're going to increase the per day charge from $70 to $75. So I would imagine we have to agree to that if we're gonna send people there, right?
Is Wes here?
No. I asked him if he wanted to come and discuss it, and he said it is what it is.
It looks like it's the same contract as before, just the increase of $5 a day.
think it's kind of a horse apiece. There's jails in North Dakota that are $70, and jails that are $75. Jamestown's the closest place, and they usually have here. The jails have all been full lately, because the state kind of isn't taking people because of COVID. So, we actually had a situation in Griggs County. Domestic cases they're a must, what's called a must arrest case, where the person is supposed to go to jail, so the other person is protected for the night, supposed to see a judge. We couldn't find a jail that could take anybody, so we actually had to the deputies had to release someone, because Valley City, Jamestown, Fargo, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake were all full because the pen isn't taking prisoners like it should be.
I'll move we approve the contract to enter with Stutzman County Correctional Center.
It's been moved by Sean that we approve the new contract with the Stutzman County Correctional Center. Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Sean?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carried. The North Dakota State Fair, the gal's called Kelly Hansen. He's been our delegate to the State Fair Board, and he has agreed to stay on if we so desire.
I'll move we approve Kelly Hansen as a delegate to the state fair.
It's been moved by Sean to appoint Kelly Hansen as our 2020 delegate to the state fair. Is there a second?
21.
21? 21, yeah, what am I thinking? I looked at this thing, it said 19, and I just added one. Is there a second? Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Court Facilities Improvement Letter. That's just informational for now. Kelly just wanted us to know that it will be available again. She hasn't applied for any projects in the courtroom yet, but if she does decide that something needs to be applied for, she'll be coming to a future meeting. Tax director duties.
They're the homestead credits, veterans credits, and senior credits. Those need to be sent out around this time or get started. Didn't know if you guys, last year Jennifer had helped with doing some of that. Didn't know if you guys wanted her to start that or if you wanted me to try and get that other lady to do that.
Well, if we can do it internally, that would be the easiest, I think.
Is she willing to do that again?
Are you willing to let her do that?
Yeah, if she's willing to do it, I will. That's fine with me.
So I can, do you want to talk to her? See if she's in favor of that, or would you like me to?
Maybe I'm more for visitor.
Okay, sounds good.
Holiday office closures, the county employees, the county employees voted to take the day after Thanksgiving off and have the courthouse be closed. So that's, I mean, we've been allowing them to make that decision on their own for the last several years. So the courthouse will be closed the day after Thanksgiving.
We also would like
Sick leave or vacation?
vacation. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was. Troy caught it. He called me.
Oh, I did too.
Need a caller?
I was ready to, and then we got another email.
The employees are wondering if we can ask you if we can have Christmas Eve off. That's on a Thursday, and then we get Christmas Day off. We always get a half a day of Christmas Eve. We're wondering if we can just get the full day. Wondering if you guys would allow us to just have that day off and not have to take the vacation or no pay, or if I need to take a vote of the employees to do that as well.
Eve is after 4:30, right?
Huh?
Eve is after 4:30, right?
We leave at noon. Yeah, on Christmas Eve we leave at noon.
Well, I think if we're gonna change the number of holidays, we should probably do it during salary negotiations, not in the middle of the year.
Okay.
What day is Christmas on a Friday or something?
Christmas is on a Friday, so it'd be Thursday.
So then,
It just extends
then the
it.
choice would be then if you can close the courthouse if everybody wants to take a half day vacation.
Yeah.
Since the stars all aligned and Christmas is on Friday.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's the way that we've all like kind of done it in the past. Is kind of came to you guys. If it lands on a Thursday, we ask if we can have that Friday off and stuff like that. In this case, it was have the day on Thursday. Wondering if we could just get the whole day. So
Never hurts to wonder.
doesn't hurt to ask, I guess. So I'm able to take a poll from the employees like I did for Thanksgiving. Is that all right with you guys?
So we'll take a half a day vacation then, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah, take a half a day of vacation or no pay for that day, but have able to close the offices.
Yeah.
Is it a bit-
I'll make a motion to that effect.
It's been moved by John to close the courthouse if the majority of the county employees agree to take that morning as vacation time. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mark. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. New courthouse, old courthouse. You haven't heard anything from NDSU lately?
The gentleman was here last Friday and did some more work over there, but I haven't heard.
By gentlemen, you mean the student?
The
doing it,
student,
or-
yep. And they've been here, I think, 3 weeks on Fridays. I haven't seen him today, so I'm assuming we'll get maybe something back soon.
Okay. Future business? Anybody have anything for Samantha to put on the next agenda that you can think of?
Audit?
Okay. I'll talk to him again.
Since the year's almost gone.
He hasn't finished.
The whole report. But that was 2 weeks ago that I talked to him about that, so
Maybe if you call him, he'll finish.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe if we just wait, we can get a group rate on the audit.
Put 2 years into one.
Can we talk about the next meeting at
Sure.
this time? Or do you guys want to, this is the time to do it? The next commissioner meeting is November 6th. That is the jury trial. So we cannot have this room. Would you guys like to cancel that or, reschedule that meeting for, the 9th and just have a special meeting at that time? Do you want to have the meeting in my office?
Could we do it Thursday?
The jury trial is a 3-day jury trial
Oh.
starting Wednesday.
Okay.
It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Tuesday's the election, and I bet you're gonna be busy on Monday.
On Monday, yeah.
Following Friday.
We do. You have to do it before the 10th of the month. So you would have to do it either on Monday or Tuesday. And we can't do it Monday. Well, we can do it Monday in the afternoon because I have canvassing in the morning. But it would just be to pay the bills. The bills have to be paid by the 10th. Or we can just switch the location to have it in the break room or
Could do it Monday afternoon, I suppose.
Monday afternoon. Does that work for everybody? Then it's going to be called a special meeting. So once I post that, I need to have the agenda set.
When's it gonna be?
If we do a special meeting, it could be on Monday,
Be what, the
November 9th.
9th?
What's your schedule gonna be like that Friday?
Who's mine?
No, Samantha, I mean, it's only 3 days after the election.
Right?
That
What?
Friday, the courthouse will probably have quite a few people in it.
Mm-hmm.
I might potentially be on that jury too. I got summoned. But I mean, we could go to the Pizza Ranch or we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Friday.
Yeah, if you guys would rather have it Friday, or we can do it Monday afternoon, doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't
If-
matter to me either.
If we keep it Friday, then I'm able to change the
Time zone.
the agenda and stuff like that. I'm able to change that stuff as we go. With a special meeting, it's got to be set. When I notice it, it's got to be set, and we can't change it.
Cheyenne Tools also got a great big conference room in the basement
You
of
wanna do it earlier in the day on Friday?
the old bank.
Here,
Or, yeah, we could, or doesn't that,
I
or just do it earlier in the day in general?
in a different location. Yeah. Wherever, whatever you guys want to
That'll
do.
work. We can do it like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning on that Friday.
On that Friday. In my office, the break room. Do you want to go?
Any of them would be fine.
Okay. We can go somewhere else.
Will that interfere with the trial or not? That early?
Oh, didn't have it here, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have it here.
No, not
No,
this
in
room, but in the
break room.
courthouse in another room.
Courthouse, yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
If we did it like 8 or 9 on Friday morning instead of
That wouldn't
2:30.
bother- That wouldn't bother us.
Hmm. Name the location.
Do 9 o'clock Friday morning, whatever room of your choice.
Okay, 9 o'clock.
Why do it in the morning?
I don't know.
Oh,
I thought we were trying to wiggle around the trial thing, but.
Well, I mean,
No, if we're not in this room, if we're not in this room, we can be anywhere. And we could,
Oh, is it
yeah.
Yeah.
Or should we just do it, our regular meeting, I think is what you're talking about, on the 6th, is our regular meeting,
Yeah,
and just go down into the break room at the same time.
we could do, I thought Troy had a conflict, but
well, he might be
if
in
I'm on
on
the
it.
jury,
jury.
if I'm on the jury, I won't be available at all that
You
day.
know,
So then Mark would have to take over the
no, I
meeting.
think Sean is vice president. You are, I think that was last year and I voted you in this year. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
If I'm not on the jury, I'd rather do it in the afternoon, otherwise I gotta take the whole day off.
Yeah, I understand
If I'm on the jury, I'm not gonna be there that day, then we could change it to the 9th if you guys care if I'm there or not. We're not gonna have a lot on the agenda.
that. Yeah.
why don't we just do it on the 9th in the afternoon like normal?
Just keep it the normal
Just
thing,
have-
Except
time,
Monday,
Have it here at 2:30.
do that.
and then
Okay.
just do it in the break room?
Yeah,
Is there
Okay, you got it.
a motion to that effect?
I'll move we have our next regular meeting on November 4th at 2:30,
9th?
Nine.
or is that what I said?
You said 4th.
Oh, 9th. Monday.
Don't confuse me.
At 4:30.
It's been moved by Sean to reschedule our next meeting to the 9th of November in this room at 2:30.
That's the Monday.
Monday.
Okay.
And then do you just want bills on the agenda?
Why?
Because it's a special meeting at that point.
Yeah, but we can still have an agenda.
But if I notice it today, I have to have the agenda today.
Why do you need to notice it today? It's 2 weeks away.
What?
I think the notice has to go to everybody at the same time, but I don't think it has.
I thought if we scheduled a special meeting, it had to be noticed right when I knew that there was a special meeting and then the
Yeah,
agenda
that-
needed to
you
be.
are right. But you can, if there's a change that needs to be made, you can just call it another special meeting.
Another special meeting and another special meeting.
Not another special meeting, just another special meeting notice.
If you change the agenda.
Well, you know, he is
No,
right.
what
It's
we've
a
done in the past,
contradiction.
we've adjourned that meeting and had another meeting, that's what would have to happen.
For each topic.
know-
Oh, I see what you're
So
saying.
maybe we just need Troy to call a special meeting, if it's in the 9th, we could do it the 8th or whatever, and then approve the agenda at that time and send it out, we have a special meeting.
You're right, we could do nothing, and if that trial doesn't happen, we could just go on that Friday afternoon. If it does, we could call a special meeting for Monday because the courtroom's occupied.
Yes.
Yeah, Samantha's correct. The century code is kind of messed up. It says you have to notice for a special meeting at the time, at the soonest opportunity,
Yeah.
with knowledge of that meeting.
Right,
Yeah. And what we'll
Kind of
do
a,
is-
they never take into effect that you could have a special meeting scheduled ahead of time, so I don't quite get it.
but we can just assume that that trial is gonna be over by Friday, and if it's not, we can call a special meeting at that time.
That sounds like a better idea to me.
Okay. So is there's been no second to the motion to have a meeting on November 9th. Is there a second? Is there a second? Is there a second to the motion? Motion dies for lack of a second.
All right.
Yeah.
Been moved by Sean that we adjourn. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
Seconded by Mark. Is there any discussion? Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 3:15, October 23rd. Next regular meeting will be November 6th at 2:30 in this room.